So today I'm sharing with you my recipe for sweet potato hummus. Hummus is something amazing that you can really start with a base of chickpeas and tahini and kind of grow and build from there. There's so many different variations out there. I just want to walk you through my sweet potato hummus. Alrighty, so I'm starting with some sweet potatoes that I actually boiled this morning and gave them some time to cool. And then, dun dun dun, I am giving you some worldly advice here and just saying, hey, sweet potatoes are pretty cool. And then I'm like, hey, let's add these chickpeas because chickpeas are pretty cheap. And also, that's the basis of most hummus. Now, I'm all like, ooh, tahini. Let me tell you all about this giant tahini bottle that I bought. Okay, now here's my other tip for worldly advice. If you think about tahini, it's kind of like your natural peanut butter. So you really gotta get down into that hard bits at the bottom or you're just gonna have oil, and at the end of it you'll just have the solid form. So it's all about like mixing it. Now I don't recommend storing it upside down like peanut butter because it's gonna drip all over your cupboards. Not that I've tried, I just have some bad experiences with tahini. Okay, so here's my other thing. I got really lazy and I was like, I'm not gonna mix this all up. So I just put it in to this tablespoon. And then it was like, hey, tablespoon, let's go in here. And then I did that a lot more. And then it was like, oh my gosh, this is hard. Did I tell you how hard this is? I was all like, whoa, tahini. You're giving me a workout. And it's not even 9 a.m. at this point. All right, so olive oil, because healthy fats make everything delicious, if I'm not wrong. I believe I'm not wrong. So I was all like, here, watch me put some olive oil into this. So this right here, this is cheater garlic, I call it. What it is basically, it's already, peeled and all of that fun stuff. So I'm just cutting off the ends here, and I'm going to be placing it right on there because the blender is going to just do the work for me because I'm super lazy like that, and I don't understand the point of why I would mince it and put it in a blender. So really, that's what's happening there. And then I'm all like, okay, now we need lemon, because if we don't really have some liquids, all of these like solid products are really not gonna go well together or create some sort of uniformity. Also, it just helps with the flavor of it and giving that nice flavor. So that's what we did there. And then we're all like, okay, salt. Now, salt to taste. I never know how much salt to put, so I just do it. And these are the seasonings. So this is flavor making, and you'll see that I put a lot in here. But that's because I only wanted to use 1 teaspoon because I'm all about minimalizing what I clean. So I just find the smallest size and I just keep counting. I'm lazy like that, So we have the cumin, and then we have my favorite, which is smoked paprika. And pretty much that's all there really is to it. So it's super simple, super easy. Put it all in the blender and then hold on for dear life. All right, so with the blender, you'll see that I do have one that has a cover on it. That's because I live in a condo and I really used to avoid blending, and I would get really nervous about blending because it was so loud. So the cover is actually there to just kind of make it less of a sound. And now I stopped the blender multiple times throughout it just to kind of mix it up and bring those ingredients that did blend to the top and then send the other ones down to the bottom. Now, I'm pretty fancy as far as choosing my utensils, and I always make sure I use the right ones. So it was all like, here, this thing is to ice a cake. And to be honest, I never bake cake. And if I do bake cake, I never really get to that icing stage. So I pick the most appropriate utensil. Also, I feel like the icing thingy, and I don't even know what the formal name of it is called. You can message me below and let me know what this is called. But that icing thingy is so much better than a spatula when it comes to getting it out of the bottom. So I feel like it's doing like what it was really meant to do here. But yeah, so basically blend it all up. And of course, they always say, once you get it to the consistency, like, okay, let's be real. Once you get it to like a smooth consistency, because no one really wants a chunky hummus. You really don't want chunks of chickpeas or sweet potatoes in there. So yeah, once you get it to a smooth consistency, then you're ready to, eat it or weigh it or do whatever you prefer with it. All right, so I'm going to share with you my little hack when it comes to MyFitnessPal. So if you're someone who looks at putting in recipes into MyFitnessPal and you're making kind of these like bulk snacky items, what I do is I'll take the entire recipe, I'll put a bowl down, I will zero out the scale, and then I weigh what it is, and that total weight is what becomes my serving size in MyFitnessPal. So this recipe was 940 grams. That means that if I want to track this later, what I'll do is I'll weigh it out into a small portioned bowl, and I'll write how many grams I have used in there. So I'll weigh that and then put it in as my serving would be like 30 grams, tends to be like the standard hummus size. If you ever look at containers, I'm probably going to eat 100, but let's not even talk about that. But yeah, this is pretty much all there is to it. It is a simple and easy sweet potato hummus, so I'll never share a recipe that I don't find it easy myself to make, just because I'm all about convenience, time, and availability of ingredients. Definitely important to me. When you are out here in rural Ontario, you don't have all the city options, so you just kind of learn to adjust and make do with what you have. So that's it. Thank you.